Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived, and this is Of the Devil, Chapter 1. Last time, we came to buy a gun. Something's going on. It's taken a while to get it all ready to go. Wonder what it's going on? Let's find out today. I'm sorry, we've received a breaking news story. We are seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer at the Turing Solution, Dr. David Asher, has passed. What? Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system, along with the Animate series of androids. Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic. Or, no, they wouldn't risk. Fake news? But why? Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language. This information, maybe, trying to authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Asher is dead? Oh my god! Including the popular Desk series of smart UIs. That's very sad. That man was like a father to me! I didn't ask. Sorry, I just... Commands only. Understood. Will you be paying with cash or credit? Oh, you kind of look sad. Debit. Oh, so there's some things we're not going to get to look at in there now, huh? Interesting. 9:41 a.m., July 1st, 2086. The gun was light. Lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy. Greater than the sum of its parts. That's one of the things I like about them. Their weight. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. A singularity! Like everything else is just relative to them. Either closer or further to the end. I would have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from. Morgan's apartment. Didn't realize I was home until my hand was on the door. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling in my pocket for my lighter. Golden, polished, tastefully ergonomic, and fine and expensive. And a good lighter. It was a good gift. I kept the card, didn't I? Here it is. To the only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. Okay, hold on. David Asher. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics, likes street food, crowds, fishing, dislikes brain freeze. I hear that! Driving, I hear that! Lint, I hear that! Eyeglasses, custom designed by Fiamma. Shampoo, expensive. A sense of humor, unique. The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble. Auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes. David Asher was a renowned computer scientist. Oh no! Oh no! Look, you can see how it was edited! Ah! David Asher was a renowned computer scientist, user experience designer, industry leader, philanthropist, and the lead programmer at Noble Electronics. Excuse me. He first received worldwide recognition for his postgraduate theses on intelligent programmatic linguistic weighting, a body of work which would come to be known as the Turing solution, though he retained the original patent on the Turing solution for the rest of his life. He was famously unlitigious. By most industry experts' estimates, the Turing solution exists in some form in 92% of automated dependent source codes. David Asher's philanthropic efforts and invaluable skills placed him at the front and center of Noble Electronics' public image. Many considered him to be the unofficial face of the company, and his private life graced the tabloids and gossip sections of the net on many occasions. David Asher passed away on July 7th, 2086. Citation needed. This entry has received an unusually large number of suggested edits in the last 44 minutes. Dissemination of disinformation is a Class 3 misdemeanor. Spreading conspiracy theories about public figures is a violation of our terms of service. Reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. A raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. But there's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing a phone call? Better not be work. I'm not in the right mood. Oh, Morgan! Hey, thanks for picking up so fast. She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. Got a new profile. Jessica Starling, aka Jess, executive assistant at Noble Electronics. She likes dancing, buying shoes, and reselling shoes. She dislikes hangovers, soft mattresses, machismo. Her charm point is her smile. She relaxes by bar hopping in the lower wards, and she's the best at reading the stock market. Hi, Jess. Listen, I need to... I've already seen the news. What? Oh, of course you have. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner. With the company and their people and all the... What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made. For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed, but it's alright, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things. Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream cryon. Chiron? Difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself, and I would feel mostly the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Yeah. If I want more information, she's the best source I'm going to get, maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened? The police, they think that he took something. Suicide. And the police are already involved? They say it was some kind of poison or... Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days. Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you. Of course, Jess, whatever you need. Whatever you need. A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway. I'd like to bring you up here to David's place. Ooh. What do you mean? There's something I have to give you. You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before... No. I'm sorry. It's not like that. No, please, don't hold back on my account. David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work-related. But he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but since it's turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done. I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police, with Noble looming all over this. Over all this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with a cab, yeah? Besides my own morbid curiosity. Right, of course! Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot! What is it? You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? 10:11 a.m., July 1st, 2086. In transit. The auto cab hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges onto a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added onto, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make. But the end result's still ugly, and it feels like it could fall apart at any moment. You okay, Morgan? You look a little carsick. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her text now, she'll just send more later. Hey, Freckles. Currently texting with which? Saw your friend Asher on the news. Rip. Thank you. For trying to be sincere. Where's the shut? We all have our strengths. God damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl. I saw your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me. Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect. True, went to the train. Get it? 'Cause choo-choo. See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. When you are too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Not from me. I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insults under your breath. The nurses tried to make you cry, and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a car crash. Subtlety doesn't work on you either. Well, it might. If you were good at it, ruffle the mouth! I know this voice is not appropriate since I'm like 90% sure this is Morgan's mother. But, we'll see. This is me asking you for advice. Okay. I guess this never sunk in. As you spend most of your apprenticeship asleep, or maybe... my clients are all celebs. Rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likenesses. Oh, hold on. I am getting a phone call. Is it really that different? Plenty. Celebs don't like seeing people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all, period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to... Gross. Hard workers with a lot of stress to vet. Ha ha. Stop. Do you have any actual help to offer? Truth be told, I did have this one run-in where I got deep into corporate intrigue. Intrigue? Why? Because I got caught up the of Annie Life's 45 poster girl. Huh? God damn it. Hard worker. Lot of stress to vent. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're in mourning. Look, corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. Huffing glue and playing roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is get whatever you're owed and get out of there as fast as boy. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. What's a Viking funeral? Really? A dignified ceremony where the body's sent out to sea on a boat. Then they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows. Thanks. What the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Oh god, that's... Ooh, don't say that. Could've worked smarter, lol. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Christmas party. What is that? What is that? Why do you have that? Why do you have that? Well, it's not even accurate. Work parties are still work, Freckles. I only had my eyes closed. All you old farts had your cameras flash on. Morgan, is something wrong? You're sweating. Just deleting some spam. Masters. Victoria Masters. Date of birth, July 7th. Wait, depends on the time of day. What? Lawyer to the rich and famous, semi-retired. She likes handsome men, pretty women, and expensive liquor. She doesn't like clingy people, prudish people, flying commercial. Smokes cigars, Death 13, and cigarettes, and other adult stuff. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown, our better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat pile. All ringed in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there, it's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few minutes of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you've got a second, I was curious about... I saw that headline, by the way. The one where your warm android saved that soldier's life. Oh yeah, pretty feel-good, don't you think? So, folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it. That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but... I don't know, maybe upper management's never happy. Because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard about them moving staff around for anything like that. Maybe it's all above my pay grade. All the corporate power and money in the world, and they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. This feels a little too soon. Let's go to this. I'm guessing you've already been to his place. Yeah, it's a real mess over there. It's that bloody. Oh, God, no, not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and their droning. It's very, what is going on there? Is that an inhaler that she's got up there? A very high productivity atmosphere is what I mean. When were we able to get over there? Well, I got a call from legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me. Last night? They said they needed my help sorting through all his... Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes. He's been dead since last night and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there were a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems like more than just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So you found out last night. Right, last night. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I should have told you as soon as I found out. Really, it's all right. Did you see anything? No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched. Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been? I guess I got there around 9 p.m.? Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silo mode and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah at 9:13, see? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It me. They could do that to your phone? Lock you out of social media? Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock, or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah. How convenient. So if I got in at 9 p.m., I'd guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m.? I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak. I see. He died after he reached the hospital? That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room, but other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. The Noble Electronics lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Was she mistaken? Was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason, or... Hard to think about, I know. Yeah. Or hard to believe. You and David. Remind me, how many years did you and David work together? Oh, well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. We already have the company, is that why it did pop up? No, Noble. Noble Electronics, LLC, better known as Noble Electronics, or simply Noble, is the fastest growing automated dependent corporation on the globe. Noble spent most of the 21st century chasing consumer tech trends like wearable smart UI interfaces, only pivoting to androids during the 2070s amidst the decade's economic upheaval. The corporation struggled to break through to the higher tiers of corporate power until David Asher revolutionized their products with his Turing solution and the technological breakthroughs that followed. In the years since, Noble has secured approximately a third of the automated dependent industry global market share. A third of the automated dependent industry global market share, with their desk hologram interfaces and animate series of upper middle class luxury androids in particular helping them grow at a momentous pace. Noble's recent foray into biomechanical androids was initially met with skepticism when pre-orders lagged behind previous year's numbers, but the Animate 16 is projected to reap record profits for Noble over the next 8 quarters. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens. And then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management. Sorry, Warrens? Oh, that's just what we called the company dorms back then on account of all the, all the people. Plus, it was underground. Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry. Is that normal in your industry? Normal for everyone I've ever worked with. Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best. Yeah. One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk like I had won the lotto. Said I should come work for him. Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning, like it was nothing. He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway. Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know that by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss. He was a good guy. Yeah. When did you last speak with him? In person? Thursday. Thursday afternoon. The day before yesterday. He seemed normal. I mean, we still don't really know anything, Jess. You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you. All right. It's a good flow of conversation. So what is the request? Jess, I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make of you that it couldn't wait a few days? Right, of course. Oh, that's not a tissue. That's the inhaler. Gosh. He asked me to give you something. Something? Is she trying to build suspense? Right, it's just, well, I don't know exactly what it is. You have no idea. He asked me to give you the contents of his safe. Are we headed to the bank then? No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it. Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker. Or a false wall. And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside? Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands. Handle it in person, he said. Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. Ominous! If he wanted this handled a certain way, it must have been for a good reason. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct? Yeah, Thursday. Well, then the question is... And he passed last night, Friday. Yeah? Wait, you don't think that when we met he already decided? It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know. You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. "10:30 a.m., July 1st, 2086. What could be happening at 10:30 a.m., July 1st, 2086? Unfortunately, for now, you will not be able to know because I am afraid until next time, this is going to have to be well.